guys, welcome back to my channel, Diary of an Expat. This is Rashda Ali. I moved to Dubai 2 years ago with my family, and this is a channel that I wish I had access to at that time to help me navigate the whole landscape of moving from the UK to Dubai with my family, including business setup, renting, health insurance, car costs, clothes shopping, food shopping, schools, you name it, we cover it here on this channel. In today's video, I'll tell you why I'm leaving. After 2 years and spending 2 summers in the Dubai, I'm leaving Dubai for the summer this year. So if you're ready to find out why, let's get into it. There's 3 main reasons why I'm leaving Dubai this summer. So let's get into the first reason. The first reason is because in the summer, the temperatures are extortionate. Now, in the UK, I lived in the UK for 42 years of my life, so I know the summers really, really well. Now, I know there were some summers in the UK that we had over, I think they were almost up to 40 degrees, and that was super hot. Like, it was almost unbearable hot. Now, fast forward to the time we came to Dubai. We actually moved to Dubai in June. In June, I think it was the 3rd, 2023. Now, that was the first mistake we made. Never, ever, ever move to Dubai in the summer. Now, let me tell you why. Look, you're moving country. It's a massive shock to your world. You're upheaving your whole family. You're moving everything you know, your whole structure, and you're moving it to a different country. And then to do all of that in 45 degrees of heat? Are you kidding me? I mean, I spoke to so many people when I first got here, and they were like, "You chose June to move?" And I was kind of like, yeah, it seems like a really bad idea now. But anyway, I'd love to give you that golden nugget. Please do not. I know it fits in with the kids' school holidays, etc. from July. But if you can, try and move in the Christmas holidays. I would seriously advise that. Look, guys, at the end of the day, we all know Dubai is the desert, right? This country's been built for 50 years in the desert. So the temperatures go up super, super high. I think with the humidity taken into consideration, 42, 43 can feel like 50. I mean, there's been instances where I have been out and I have literally wanted to cry because it's been so hot. Like, can you imagine that? Literally wanting to cry just because it's so hot. Me and my son, once we were waiting for an Uber, and basically the Uber parked around the other side of the building, and this is in July. And what happened is that we had to walk, there's no shade, so it was literally just walking through unshaded territory in about 50 degrees to the car. And my son started crying, and he was like, "It's so hot here, I can't take it." So basically the heat in the summer is extortionate. So that's the first reason why I'm leaving Dubai this summer. Now, the second reason is because it affects your quality of life. Look, we all know Dubai is air conditioned. Right now, I have air conditioning on. In the car, there's air conditioning. In the mall, there's air conditioning. But who wants a life where all you're doing all summer is going from your house to the mall, to your car, to the mall, to the, whichever way I've said it, but to the car, to your house? It's not a very nice way of living, because even going out in the evenings is sweaty, it's sticky, it's just really, really hot. Now, I know if you're in the UK, you might be thinking about that. I think, oh, that sounds quite nice. Honestly, once you've got that for, 5 or 6 months continuously, it's not the nicest place. Even sitting outside in the garden, having a bit of shisha, or trying to enjoy a barbecue in those hot summer nights, it's not a nice feeling. You have to keep coming back in to cool yourself down. So your quality of life goes down. And obviously, you've got kids, right? Some people have toddlers, some people have younger kids. They want to be outside. They don't want to always be inside. They want to be in the pool. It's too hot to go in the pool. God forbid they get sunstroke. And basically, they can't go out and enjoy those outdoor activities. A lot of the parks have a shade. It's still not the same. You can't hide from that heat. So that's the second reason. And I am just going to reference my third reason. So, so on the plus side, stop. On the plus side, though, what would I say for the summers? I would say that the clothes, they dry super, super quick. I mean, do a wash and put it outside, and within literally 2 hours, it's dry. And if you really want to be tanned all year round, summer's a great time to do it. Just go out for 25, 30 minutes and you'll have a great tan. So let's put a positive spin on it. But let me tell you what I'm doing different this summer. So this summer, I got some ideas from last summer actually. Last summer I was talking to a lot of business owners, and every time I'd call them, they'd be like, "Hi, I'm traveling. Can you call me back in September?" And I was thinking, why is everyone traveling? And then when we go to all the activities like, the trampoline classes or the adventure parks here, Kidzanias and all sorts, there was literally no one there. It was literally empty. Like my son will be the only one on the trampolines. There'd be 2 or 3 other kids. But you get the message. Dubai literally becomes a bit, of a sort of just really, really, really quiet during the summer months. And everyone kept saying, I'm traveling, I'm traveling. So then I asked them, where are you traveling to? And some of them said Georgia. And I thought Georgia was in the States. But it's not in the States. There's a lovely place called Georgia that's right near, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's quite near to the region. I think it's 2 or 3 hours. And it's a beautiful mountainous place that's so, so cool in the summer. So many people from the UAE take some time out to go there to just cool down and enjoy some greenery and mountainous surroundings. But this summer, we decided to do something different. So my older son, he basically watches a lot of social media and TikTok. And he said, why don't we go to Bali? And I was like, Bali? That's for all like the digital nomads and those sorts, and all those people seeking that, that freedom lifestyle. And that's kind of how I foresaw it. And then he showed me it, and it was absolutely stunning. I mean, the food there is so cheap, it's so green. And in summer, when it's 50 degrees here, it's like I think about 27, 28 there to 30. So it's really, really got a great temperature there in the summer. So, and the food, I think he said we could literally eat as a family for like 20 quid a day. They deliver all the food to your doorstep. There's a lot of fitness influencers there who live there, and they show their lives and the food being delivered, and you can get meat and chicken and such good, healthy, nutritious food delivered to your door for pennies in comparison to Dubai, which is lovely. So then we thought we were going to go to Bali, and we were all ready and revved up for it. And then I realized something, and my husband realized something, which is you actually have to have vaccinations to go there. There's things like dengue fever, polio, the water, Bali belly. I think there's all these sorts of things, right? And I just wasn't up for the whole jabs, vaccinations. I'm not really keen on getting vaccinations at the moment for the family. So unfortunately, we had to cross that one off our list. So we have 2 other places that actually are very, very similar that we're thinking about of going for the summer, which are either Mauritius or Malaysia. We're still thinking about which one to go for, but what we intend to do to escape the heat in Dubai is to go to Mauritius or Malaysia for 2 months. So we're going to hire an Airbnb, we're going to live it out there and just see what it's like. I am gearing very much towards Malaysia just because of the food. It really, really appeals to me. The flavors look so much nicer, and there just seems like there's a bit more to do. So anyway, we're still thinking about it, but that is the reason why I'm leaving Dubai this summer. I'm probably going to return back in September when it cools down a bit. It's still very hot, but it starts to cool down. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you gave it gave you a good understanding of what Dubai is like realistically in the summer. and exactly what you can do as a family in order to avoid, the extortionate heat and basically have a great quality of life all year round. So also, just to let you know, what we intend to do with our rental is we end our rental just before we leave. So we're not going to waste that money on renting a place and leaving, so paying for two places at once. Our rental's coming to an end in June, and then we go in mid-June for the 2 months after that. So that's how that makes sense, and that's how the finances kind of work out. The Airbnb we're staying over there is basically going to be similar to the cost here. So it all really balances out. All you're paying extra is the flights, and that's where you save a bit on groceries and save a bit on all the bills, because when you rent an Airbnb, obviously all that's included with the internet. So there you have it, guys, the reason why I'm leaving Dubai. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, do comment. Please do share it with anyone who you know is thinking the same things that I've discussed in the video or has experienced the same, or anyone you know who's thinking of moving to Dubai, to help them stay informed.